Hi, I'm Annie Botticelli. Welcome to my October 2019 horoscope report for you. It is my intention with this video to give you what you'll need to make the most of the stars this month. There will be challenges, and I will offer information on how you can make the most of those, and there will be sweet spots, and I will give you dates and all the things that you need to make the most of those. So definitely also check out anniehelpsyou.com for more free resources and all kinds of other things to help you on your starry journey. If you are in resonance with how I teach and you want to learn, then you can also check out at anniehelpsyou.com my astrology apprenticeship program. Definitely go to radicalprayerbook.com to check out my new book, Radical Prayer, Transform Your Life and the World in 28 Days, which is a book of radical prayers and affirmations that will help you create the life of your dreams. It is an Amazon bestseller, and it is a beloved companion to my fellow spiritual seekers, or so I have heard from many people. I'm calling the theme of the month for October 2019 for all signs, raw honesty, intimacy, money, and mystery. And that's because we are diving really deep into the energies of Scorpio. Although the sun begins the month in Libra still and is Libra for most of the month, Mercury starts right from the beginning of the month, moving into Scorpio, and throughout the month we have Venus going into Scorpio, then we have the sun going into Scorpio. So there's very much this overwhelming bringing in of emotion, high emotion, and going in very, very deep. This energy is related to intimacy, sex, money, power. It has to do with mysteries, esoteric things, the lesser seen realms, and it's going to be very emotional. So dream pairings, there's a lot of energy about relationship. So dream pairings and jolting splits are also going to be a highlight of the energy this month. The energy of true desires come forth in some surprising ways. And we have oppositions with Uranus, which will bring surprises, especially in love and money and other areas of life. And that's going to bring, changes to things, certainty or things that you thought were intact. It can bring in happy surprises, but it can also bring in challenging surprises. We have a lot of squares with Pluto and Saturn, which will assure conflict and pressure. And that can be from the inside or from the outside, but ultimately everything is from the inside. So things that seem to come from the outside realm are really showing us places within us that are ready to crack into a new matrix, crack into a new pattern of fulfillment and accomplishment and happiness, peace. Sometimes we need to have that pressure to actually do something, and that's what this month will bring. We do have a beautiful string of sweet aspects from October 15th through October 25th. And since those aspects that are so sweet and basically uninterrupted, there's just like beautiful aspects all in a row, that is going to be a time that is still getting deeper and deeper into retrograde, so it can bring a lot of beautiful blessings from the past. People from the past, ideas from the past, opportunities from the past, fruition from the past, something coming into material creation that you've been working on for a long time. Although I don't necessarily recommend it for launches, like an intentional pushing out into the world, you may see things just naturally kind of come together at this time, and you can follow that flow. Some questions to ask during this time that can help you to use the energies in the most productive and graceful ways are: how can you add more substance into your life? Energy of Scorpio is the energy of substance, material, emotional, relationship, other resources, definitely all coming in and asking how you can enrich and bring more depth to your life. How can you connect with powerful partners and create synergistic relationships that bring even more energy from the combination of resources? What are your blocks to deeper intimacy and fulfillment in all of your relationships? What esoteric or psychological resources or tools can you use, or can you access, or can you develop within yourself that will help you to see your blind spots and clear them? What areas of the lesser seen realms are calling to you now? So this can be just something as simple as a mystery novel, or it can be going deeper into numerology or astrology or palmistry, or anything having to do with the things that are not as concrete. What or where does your relationship with money or other resources need some tweaking? And if you are in a situation where you have great money energy and you have all the access to resources that you need, what shifts might you need to have in your approach to using those resources to further improve your life? How can you pay off or manage debt? This energy also has a lot to do with accessing resources. So loans, for education, for housing, for anything. Using other people's resources to help promote your ambitions or your, agenda, you could say, but that doesn't sound very good. It's like to promote your mission, basically. How can you use other people's resources to promote your mission? Okay, so the sweet boosts are more likely on the days or around the days of the 12th, 13th, 15th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 25th, 27th, and 30th. The drama energies or stress are more likely in the days around the 1st, the 6th, the 7th, the 12th, the 14th, 27th, 28th, 30th, and 31st. If you want a written version of knowing when the sweet days are and knowing when the challenging days are and what days, what aspects are occurring and what you can expect with those aspects, so a way more detailed look at what the energies are like, then definitely sign up for my free email newsletter at anniehelpsyou.com. You also get my 28-day virtual coaching course called Shine for free when you sign up for my newsletter, and you'll get a month ahead a breakdown of the days, the aspects, the signs, and the energies for each of those aspects so that you have them for your planning purposes. Also be very aware that as I give you these dates, the energies of the aspect can be felt the days before, or in certain cases even weeks before, or after the actual aspect. That's why I say don't hang your hat too heavily on the actual date, because you can feel the energies coming and blending. The way that I liken this is to, like, if you're at a beach and there's like a warm streak of water, but you step your toe over this way and it's a cold streak. But if you're kind of in the middle, you have both and they're blending around. But if you shift a little this way, you're more in the warm. That's what these astrological energies are like. They're currents of energy that are swimming around us, that we're moving through actively. So that's why intuition is key to maximizing these aspects, because you have to, it's personal, And so if you understand the days that they're occurring, then you can tune into how you're experiencing them and make your decisions from there. Okay, so we have some clashes on the 1st, the 6th, 7th. So basically the first half of the month is energies that are challenging. So we've got oppositions with Uranus, those challenging, jostlings, surprises. We have the squares that can bring in pressure points that make you have to make a decision or bring up something to you that really needs to be dealt with. This month is really, really, really important for digging out deep unconscious programming. Most of the things that we experience in life actually come from unconscious programs that are within us. And when people, situations, circumstances come from outside of us, it's really showing us something within us that we get to rectify. So the stars are helpers in showing us what we still have to work with. So the first half of the month is definitely going to bring a lot of those challenges. Now there is a sweet spot in the full moon on the 13th. This full moon in Aries can bring in a focus on your individuality, some recognition. It can bring, all eyes on you. It can also bring something like your individual sustainability coming into purpose. So like setting healthy boundaries, doing something on your own. This sometimes comes in the form of a health drama or a health crisis, but only to show you what's inside so that you can help to work with it. So definitely get any symptoms checked out. Now this full moon does actually have two sweet aspects with it. So in general, I love this full moon for positive expressions. But because it's sandwiched between challenging aspects, those things could be felt at this full moon. And in general, full moons can be very emotional, because I always liken it to like a dog shaking off water. At the full moon, all the time building up to the full moon, we're accumulating emotional things in our space. And then it's time to discharge that at the full moon. So there's like a full moon freak out or an emotional thing, and it's time to shake off all that watery emotional energy. So I love the energies of the full moons, but definitely be aware of some of the aspects around that could bring some challenges as well. Like I said, we have this sweet string from October 15th through the 25th of just uninterrupted awesomeness. So I love that time for, romance, relaxation, creative efforts, breakthroughs, individual spiritual journeys, anything like that. Then we start our challenging aspects again around the 27th, and they run through the rest of the month. So we have the new moon on October 27th, which is 4 degrees of Scorpio. It can bring new beginnings in relationships, either with other people or with entities that can help to serve you through financial empowerment or other things like that, resources. And we definitely have a theme of oppositions with Uranus this month, which can be jostling, but can also be very exciting and exhilarating and overstimulating. So Mercury starts retrograde officially on October 31st, and that goes through November 20th. The pre-retrograde shadow period starts on October 12th. The post-retrograde shadow period ends on December 9th. So from October 12th to December 9th, we're moving more where the tides are coming in. So when I talk about the tides coming in, this really has to do with dealing with things closer to you, inside of you, like right in front of you, and working with them, reconsidering them. Everything is the energy of RE, like relaxation, revamping, editing, which is like redoing, thinking. It's just this time where everything is as close into you as possible, rather than trying to reach out very far into the world and make all of these plans and push all these things out. It's like if you were on a deserted island and you made a boat to get off and you want to push your boat out at the most optimum time, you wouldn't do it when the tides are coming in, because you'd be paddling, and you might never get off the island or get very far. So in the retrograde cycle, the tides are coming in. So it's time either to accept in this wonderful stuff that wants to come to you, which is fun. That's one of the fun aspects of retrograde. But it's not as much a time to really push things out. Doesn't mean that you can't say yes to opportunities that come your way. Just know that the things that come in may be shorter term than expected, or the understandings or agreements that you go into are likely to change. So the more you can keep flexibility in your saying yes, and the more you can tune into intuition before saying yes, then you can stay in sync with this. But this is a wonderful time for clearing up old things, finishing up projects so that you can launch them in December. December and January are going to be two of the best months for the whole rest of 2019 and for 2020, all of 2020. So from December 19th through the beginning of February, there's this beautiful launching point. And this time between October 12th and December 9th is really good for tying up loose ends, going in, figuring things out, re-strategizing, getting everything ready for those launch points. So wrapping up loose ends, very much like the earthworm. Ted Andrews always talks about the earthworm working over old earth or old ground to make soil very fertile for new growth. So the earthworm just keeps pushing that same soil back through its body. And that's what this retrograde, especially because it's in Scorpio, that's what this retrograde is about. It's just making that soil super fertile for your new growth and for your new development and for your launches. So those are the things that are most on my mind for the month of October. Very, very rich with opportunities, especially in the inner realms and in the realms of partnerships and merging with resources and merging with the divine and spiritual breakthroughs. So those are the things most on my mind for this month. So definitely go to anniehelpsyou.com, sign up for my free email newsletter, which will give you access a month ahead to a written version of the general transit so that you have those dates and all that information for your planning. Definitely, if you're interested in learning more about astrology, you can check out my Astrology Basics and Beyond course. And if you want to go deeper, if you think I go into details in the videos, you should see my Astrology Apprenticeship program. So you can see more about that and my other vocational assistance, including a Creating Successful Online Business course. You can check all of that out at anniehelpsyou.com. Definitely go to my husband's website, B.R. Newman, which is IamHelios, IamHelios.com. And definitely pick up my book, Radical Prayer. Transform your life in the world in 28 days. You can go to radicalprayerbook.com or search for Radical Prayer and Annie Botticelli on Amazon. I hope you have a wonderful month, and I'll see you next month. Bye.